So, what is a cheat meal? Physical effects of cheat meals. Here's what actually happens to your body. Ever had a cheat meal and gained a kilogram overnight? Here's why. Hello, I'm Mark Self at Excalibur and Power. I'm a personal trainer with the goal of getting you from where you are to where you want to be. Cheat meals. Good or bad? Do they help you stay sane, or do they destroy your progress? So let's break it down. Physically, mentally, practically, so you know exactly what works. So, what is a cheat meal? A cheat meal is when you eat something outside of your usual diet. It's usually applicable when you're cutting down, or dieting down. These cheat meals are usually higher in calories, therefore destroying the purpose of the thing that you're doing in the first place. So if your usual diet is chicken, broccoli and rice, imagine a cheat meal as pizza, cake, all the actual fun, nice stuff to eat, instead of blended up chicken. The logic behind having a cheat meal is giving yourself a mental break to be able to eat without the restrictions. And yeah, that logic would work if it didn't have the side effects, if it didn't have the consequences of your actions. It can help you stick to extremely strict diets. But why are you doing those diets in the first place? Why cheat meals don't actually reset your hormones? You think a cheat meal is going to reset your metabolism? Think again. While cheat meals, because they tend to be higher in calories and usually in sugars, can give more energy temporarily, they don't create a lasting change to the hunger hormones, leptin and ghrelin. In fact, many people feel hungrier the next day, not because of hormones, but because of the cravings. If you're getting into a pattern of having these cheat meals, it's going to be much more difficult to get out of that habit, which then makes it more difficult for you in the future. So yes, cheat meals don't just have physical consequences, but mental ones too. Physical effects of cheat meals. Here's what actually happens to your body. Assuming that your cheat meal is high in sugar, it is going to help to replenish your glycogen, the stored carbs in the muscle, which is great for training. Also, especially if you've been on an extremely calorie restrictive diet, your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, is going to be increased. Because you have more calories, because you have more energy, you are going to have more spontaneous movement. But that's a case of eating more calories to then burn more calories, so you can eat more calories. It's just a constant cycle that you don't want to get into. Also, yes, a brief calorie bump can temporarily increase your metabolism, especially if it's been crushed by months and months of dieting down. But the effects are temporary and minimal at best. Now let's go to the downsides. Increased water retention. If you have a photo shoot or a bodybuilding show coming up, you don't want to be storing that extra water right before that event. An increase in sodium from, say, salty foods, fast foods, can also lead to extra bloating, but mentally as well. Increased fatigue from brain fog, increased cravings, and guilt. If you believe that you're supposed to stick to this diet, this perfect diet, this perfectly strict diet, and then you stray away from that, you're going to blame yourself. Oh, I was weak, and then you're going to believe that you are a person who's weak. You are a person who does give in to cheat meals. And that's a label that you're going to assign to yourself, which then causes patterns like binge eating. Why the scale goes up after a cheat meal. Ever had a cheat meal and gained a kilogram overnight? Here's why. It's not all fat, it's also water and glycogen. Your muscles hold on to carbs of water. For every gram of glycogen, you store 3 grams of water. So the scale will jump up, but it's just temporary. Don't panic and think that you've just gained a kilogram of fat overnight. Sure, some of it will be, but not all. Make sure to get on track the next day. If you do end up having a cheat meal, so say, for a special event, what I'd recommend is either the day before or after, lowering your calories in accordance with how much of a surplus you're going to be in. That way, it'll help level it out. So say Christmas is coming up. You don't want to track every calorie. That's fine. Just lower your calories on Christmas Eve and Boxing Day. Then eventually, it'll all even out. Cheat meals aren't just physical, they're psychological. For some, they can relieve stress. For others, they can trigger cravings, binge eating, guilt, and oh, I'm gonna start over on Monday mentality. Here's what you need to consider. Is the diet too strict? In the vast majority of cases, it probably is, if you do require a cheat meal. However, there are some circumstances, so say, dieting for a bodybuilding show, where dieting is going to be tough, and it does have to be. That's where weighing up the pros and cons take place. How much do you want the result? When looking at that cheat meal, thinking, oh, it's just one, think about the goal that you're trying to achieve. Is that 5-minute snack worth sacrificing your entire month's progress? All that pain and effort you put in? So keep your goals in sight when you're having a look at that meal. So, what do I recommend instead of cheat meals? You struggling with cheat meals turning into cheat days? Do this instead. So if you actually have a diet, which is strict on purpose, which is required to be as strict as it is in order to get the results you want, so say for a bodybuilding show. But you also realise cheat meals will ruin your progress. Here's what you should do. Try, instead of keeping at your deficit, eating so low calories, have a few days at maintenance, not going into a surplus, just maintaining the weight that you're currently at. That way, you're going to get extra calories for the day, extra food. It's going to help you keep on course, especially if this diet is lasting for months. This means that you're going to get a mental break as well as a physical boost, and with none of the binge guilt. So again, reevaluate your diet as a whole. Does it need to be as strict as it is? And if it absolutely does need to, try going to maintenance for a few days instead. This is a better long-term strategy for most people anyway. Don't go on a diet so strict that you need to cheat on it. If it's not sustainable for a week, it won't be sustainable for the rest of your life. It's doomed to fail. Don't destroy the progress that you make over an entire week just by one day. You're spending all that time, all that effort to just destroy it within a few meals. What's better is having a less strict, more sustainable diet for yourself. Sure, it won't be perfect, but I'd rather it not be perfect, but still be good, instead of quitting after 2 weeks. Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't make you tomorrow pay for the mistakes of you today. The more work you put in today, the less work you need to put in tomorrow. For personal training, link below, or go to excaliburempower.com to lift your limits and forge your future.